Hello, everyone. If you need a mask, you need to wear masks indoors. So if you need a mask, we have one to give you.
Yes, testing. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you all hear me through this mask? Wow, it's wonderful to have you all here. My name is Juliet Williams. I am a professor in the Department of Gender Studies here at UCLA, and I am the very proud chair of the UCLA Social Science Interdepartmental Program, which houses, of course, the Master of Social Science program. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you today to our commencement ceremony for the 2022 graduates of the UCLA Master of Social Science program. And this, yay! Woo! Yes. Yes. This is a very special ceremony for all of us here at MaSS, as it is actually our first in-person commencement since 2019. And I am truly delighted to see so many of you here joining us today. I know it means the world to our graduates to have you here to celebrate the enormous achievement that is completing this program. And really, it means a lot to all of us in the MaSS program as well. So thanks for being here to honor this extraordinary class of graduates. Today marks an accomplishment for each and every one of our students. The MaSS class of 22 is by any measure a very special group of people. They are, of course, bright and exceedingly hardworking, as we and they have learned this year. But they are also curious, they are compassionate, and they are committed to using their gifts to make a difference in this world. But you probably knew that about them already. What you may not know so much about is what a distinction it is to hold the UCLA Master of Social Science degree. The graduates before us are just the 5th cohort of students to complete this truly innovative degree program, a program that was specifically designed to break the mold of traditional graduate education by offering rigorous training in social science theories and methods while building the capacity of students to put knowledge into practice. And you know, some of us have been part of this program since its inception, and I can tell you firsthand that this program began several years ago really as just an idea, as almost a thought experiment, where faculty from across the Division of Social Sciences came together and asked ourselves if we could reinvent social science training for the 21st century, what would it look like? We thought, well, you know, maybe we would organize our explorations around not so much around the lines of traditional disciplines, but rather through the shared interests we all have in addressing pressing social problems, from racial inequality to environmental degradation to educational disparities. We thought maybe we would pursue knowledge that promotes not just understanding, but impact. And we thought maybe we would recognize, as after all, the social scientists that we are, that real change happens not when individuals work in isolation, but rather when they learn how to build intellectual relationships that foster true collaboration. So that was our vision, and the graduates before you today are the reality. Today, this distinguished cohort before you can count themselves not only as graduates of the MaSS program, but also as part of the greater family of UCLA graduates. And this, too, is something to be extremely proud of. As you may know, it was only a few years ago that UCLA celebrated its centennial. And 100 years in, UCLA has the distinction of receiving more undergraduate applications than any institution in the U.S., which is really a testament to UCLA's stellar reputation, not only nationally, but globally. And truly, I promise you, anywhere you go in the world, you will find people who know and love UCLA. And I like to think that's because, you know, not only we are committed to academic excellence, but because we at UCLA have always taken so seriously our commitment to opening our doors to anyone and everyone, regardless of means, who shares our goal of leaving the world, our shared world, better off for what you have learned here. We know this cohort of graduates will keep this most cherished tradition alive, and I really, truly want to congratulate all of you. I'm very much looking forward to the world that you are going to create. So, I have mentioned how important collaboration is to us at UCLA, so now I would like to introduce you to my collaborator, Dr. Tammy Kremer-Sadlick, who is our Director of Academic Programs. Tammy is a true Bruin, which is to say she has earned her BA, MA, and PhD at UCLA. Tammy has been part of the brain trust behind the MaSS program since our very inception. And, you know, it is very rare in this world to meet someone who is as brilliant as they are hardworking, as creative as they are practical, and as rigorous as they are generous. But that is Tammy. So please join me in welcoming her to the stage to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to see all of you. Welcome to the families and friends, and of course to our cohort, our 5th cohort. So Juliet just said that we've started this program together from the very beginning, so you can be sure that I'm very proud to see you graduate and to see you all here in person in particular. You've accomplished a lot this year, and sometimes it had been difficult, stressful, hopefully rewarding as well. And I'm confident that you are prepared for what lies ahead. This year has been particularly difficult, of course, because of the COVID pandemic. COVID will forever be part of your experience, your MaSS experience and your UCLA experience. And I know that it had been really challenging to build a sense of a community, work as a cohort, study together, work in teams on research projects, and especially doing all this while being apart almost the whole time. In spite of the weird times that we are in, that we are living, you made the bold decision, I think, to invest in yourselves during this year, in your education, in your professional training, in your future, and make this year a transformative one. It was a relief, for me at least, when things changed in spring and you were able to come to campus. Most of you were able to come to campus. It was really good to see you together in the same space, meet you in person, see how tall or short you were, and see you enjoy each other's company. And that was really very valuable to me. I'm sure that the uncertainty of the future is on your mind, but I know that you are well prepared for what lies ahead. And I really feel that you are much more prepared than you think. You know now to be efficient and effective, to communicate clearly and competently, to design and conduct research from start to finish, to apply knowledge to diverse situations, to examine ideas from various perspectives, to challenge meanings, and to think creatively. You have a strong toolkit at your disposal. As you graduate from MaSS and leave for your next adventure, you take with you these skills as well as new ways of seeing and understanding the world we live in. I hope that you will use these tools and insights to do good and make a difference. I wish you all the best from the bottom of my heart. You are now part of the MaSS family, so please stay in touch and see you all soon. Congratulations. The cohort has selected 2 representatives, and I'm very proud to, first of all, this is a cohort selection, so I really think that this is a wonderful occasion to recognize these 2 individuals. And so I would like to invite to the stage Tabia Shawel and Parwana Kazi.
Esteemed colleagues, distinguished faculty and staff, honored family and friends. I am humbled by the opportunity to come before you today and share remarks on behalf of the 2021-2022 Master of Social Science cohort. Before I begin my remarks, I want to acknowledge the Gabrielino Tongva peoples as the traditional land caretakers of Tovangar. We pay our respects to the Hanuk Vitam ancestors, Ahi Hirom elders, and Ayu Hinkem, our relatives, past, present, and emerging. As a dear friend and colleague shared with me, land acknowledgement is great, action is even better. Our personal histories inform the path we choose in life. As such, I would like to pay homage to the historical legacies that shaped my path and who I am today. I carry the spirit of the people who came before me, providing guidance as I navigate this earthly plane. I honor their memory. As the daughter of immigrants, hard work has been the foundation of my upbringing. The fruit of my parents' labor took form in all of life's necessities for my siblings and I to not just survive, but thrive. My family remains instrumental in fueling my intellectual curiosity, consistently urging me to stretch my dreams, all the while covering me with unconditional love. All praise to the Most High for the blessing that is my family, extended family, and partner. I'm grateful for my village. My upbringing provided a solid foundation that has served as a source of strength, particularly in the context of our current state of affairs, a never-ending pandemic, an accelerating economic crises, and the incessant violence inflicted upon marginalized communities. Although the world at times seems dark and dismal, what gives me hope is that this perfect storm of events has produced a great awakening in the collective consciousness that has strengthened the cause for social justice. As social scientists, we have a duty to uphold social justice causes that lead towards building a more equitable global community. And the education we receive is indeed a pathway to achieve equity, but more importantly, is essential for the liberation of our minds. In a democratic society, education must have adequate funding, be inclusive of narratives from all walks of life, center the importance of history and civics, and emphasize how collective action is a way of ensuring our liberation is maintained. Democratic education preserves our way of being, where we come from, the advancements we've made, and the important work that lies ahead. Equitable education is the cornerstone of true democracy. The Master of Social Science program at UCLA afforded me the opportunity to prepare for the next phase of my academic career. This experience has reinforced my desire to teach in higher education and join the ranks of the incredible scholars I admire who are committed to the exchange of ideals that aid in the reimagination of our society. I believe that the Master of Social Science program is a stepping stone in life's trajectory, and I'm confident that my colleagues and I will go on to be the change makers who lead tomorrow. I'm indebted to the faculty and staff who have supported this entire cohort during this unprecedented times, and thankful for the grace they have exhibited throughout the last 10 months. And to my fellow graduates, I leave you with a few words of encouragement, a culmination of gems that I hope will keep you all grounded as you enter the next phase. Say your piece, and you will be at peace. Rejection is protection. Stay the course, 10 toes down, because something better awaits. Remember, the universe is for you and not against you. And as you walk your path, keep your head held high and be proud of what you've been able to accomplish. I'll be rooting for you every step of the way. Congratulations.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My goodness, it is difficult to follow such a class act. Can we give it up again for Tabia, please? Big round of applause. Hello, everyone. My name is Parwana. To my cohort mates, today is a big day. Congratulations to each and every single one of you. We made it. In a year where there's been so much that's been unknown, and there's been so much that's been chaotic and critical in the world around us, there was a group of 28 of us here at UCLA really fighting to try to find out what we could do for that world and for the people suffering in it. I think that's what social science really is, at least to me, as I'm now reflecting on the year that I've had in this program. It's doing something, fighting. It's a never-ending fight to try your best to leave something in this world better than it was when you found it. So I thought a lot about what I was going to say up here when I was entrusted with the honor by my peers to come and share the stage with Tabia. we had a conversation about what it was that we were going to talk about that would do justice to this trust from our peers. I have never been to a master's graduation ceremony. This is the first one I've attended. Hilariously, it's also my own. And it's with the utmost honor to say that that's because I'm the first person in my family to have had the privilege of completing graduate school. I think context is really important, and you heard Tabia provide a little bit of her incredible background. So I hope that you'll allow me a few minutes to share mine. My parents were born and raised in Afghanistan. They had dreams and aspirations like all of us, especially the 27 peers in this room. They wanted to do school. They wanted to become an engineer and a pharmacist. They had futures that they planned. However, things took a turn in 1979 when what was then the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. All their plans for the future changed in a night. And so my parents, as well as my aunts, my uncles, and all our other relatives, some of whom have blessed me with their presence here today, had to get dispersed across the globe. Depending on which country approved their paperwork and granted them refuge, some of them came here to the US, but many of them ended up elsewhere. I was born here in the US. I had the incredible privilege of being born here in the US. Now, growing up, health and health care was the constant theme in my family. It turns out migration, forced displacement, and mobility across transnational borders don't come without implications and consequences. Despite these challenges, I fell in love with medicine as I got older and was committed to becoming a physician. Maybe you're thinking, what are you doing here? That is a fair thought, and I found myself asking that question time and time again. In undergrad, I realized there was so much more nuance to medicine than my natural science courses were providing me with. I couldn't find people in those courses, and that's what I cared about. And so I started looking into public health and linguistics and ethnic studies and policy. My goodness, I took a course in almost near every department in our arts and sciences school. But eventually I found myself at the door of what was broadly called the world of social science. I wasn't looking for this world, but my goodness, I am thankful each and every single day that I found it and had the opportunity to enter it. That brings me to my time in this program. The training that I received through my courses and projects and research, the teaching that I received from the faculty in this program, as well as other departments I had the opportunity of taking courses in, and the peers that were along for the ride, they all helped teach me what it means to approach a world through the lens of social science, and how to walk into these systems, not just as parts of them, but hopefully as trailblazers to bring about sustainable change. So that's a little bit of my story. It's just my story. And in getting to this particular moment, we all have our own, all 28 of us. We come from different corners of the world with different academic trainings and interests, different goals, and different family stories. But from here on out, we are all tied together by this degree, by this training, this Master's of Social Science. Where we go from here may vastly differ. We might end up at a company, another master's program, a PhD program, law school, medical school, among an infinite other number of opportunities. But what I challenge us all, and first and foremost myself, is to not let our commitment to social justice waver as we enter these spaces, but rather fight each and every single day. Fight, 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 and sometimes that means showing up. Showing up as ourselves, showing up for each other, showing up with our communities, and showing up for our greater society. And so here's to showing up, fighting, and never quitting along the way. Now, if you allow me, just a few thank yous before we continue with our program. First, the 27 other incredible people that I got to share this time with. It has been a pleasure. It has been a privilege. Education is powerful. You heard Tabia talk about it. And to me, I think what makes education especially powerful are the people within it and the people you experience it with. So thank you all for teaching me something new every single day, sometimes in class, but most of the time outside it. in coffee shops, on a hike in the middle of the woods, or any other number of places that I was able to experience with you guys in it. Thank you for making some of the tough days a little easier, but making the really good days even better. And thank you for inspiring me to be better and do better in the future. Second, and equally as important, the MaSS faculty and staff for granting me and all of us the opportunity to pursue this training and this education. I don't take this degree lightly, as you heard, and I hope that these programs are able to extend these opportunities to other students who come from just as diverse backgrounds as all the 28 of us. Third, and arguably most importantly, a thank you to my family, Mom and Dad, you guys. Whew, thank you. Thank you for sacrificing everything for me to stand up here today. There's not enough time in all of eternity for me to truly express my gratitude, but just know this is for you. And to the rest of my extended family, both here in person and those who are joining virtually. And you guys will have to excuse me, a lot of my family does not speak English. And so just a short message to them. فامیل عزیزم از داخل و خارج آمریکا از صمیم قلبم تشکر از محبتتان، حمایتتان و از تمام زحمت‌هایتان. این مدرک مخصوصاً تقدیم است به تک تک شما. تا ابد مخلصتان هستم، عاشقانه. Once again, congratulations to my cohort, as well as the family, the friends, and the loved ones joining us here today. Thank you for being here for us each step of the way. MaSS cohort, I wish you guys the absolute best in life as you open this new chapter. I, like Habio, will be rooting for you every single day. Thank you.
Okay. We are getting closer and closer to having all these people graduate. No, that's not what I want. I want something a lot more appropriate. Okay, so we are now so we will start by row, so that's why we put you in alphabetic order. You'll receive not your official degree. Your official degree will come from UCLA a little later in the summer, but you will receive a certificate of graduation. You will also have an opportunity for photos now, formal photos, and then as we are done with everyone, then the conferral of the degree will take place. So we will start. We will do it. I'll try to do it as officially. Can you hear me like that? Good, I have loud voice. So we will start with Miriam. So the first row, please. Miriam, oops. Miriam Adam. There we go. put this light on. That was you.
Okay, got it.
I'll do the slide.
You got this one?
I'll do the slide, you get the number. Here's number 5.
All right, so
That's Atty. Atty, do you want your photo with your slide? Atty.
okay, the next graduate.
You got you, but Atty, we didn't get your photo. Do you want to do your photo with your slide? Sorry, I got it now. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Next is Zhao Richard Jashen. Next is this one, Bo. Okay. All right. Johnson, Ashley Johnson. Yes. That's right. I didn't realize it. Bo Kaplan. So you got already get the other ones ready already.
Yeah.
No, that's. Then you need to get the knife. Jasprit Kaur. What's the name? Parwana Kazi. That's it. Jed Lanyado. What did we miss that? Oh, got it. Okay, photo here. Katie Lerner. I got the number. Okay. Craig Mulgrew. Also. Desiree is still parking. We are waiting for her. Hopefully she'll arrive before we finish. Naushin Nawar. Doreen Oller. Sarah Payton. Cassandra Pino. Abigail Prendiville. Cristina Rodriguez. Amalina Senupta. Tabia Shoel. Shuki Tang. Austin Ting. Emmanuel Velasquez. Ifan Zhao.
All right, everybody. Oh, what happened to my? Well, that's all right. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. All right, my friends. Well, we have one last very important order of business before us. So may I please ask the graduates to stand for the turning of the tassels. Very kind. All right, my graduates. So this is how it works. The tassel traditionally is worn on the right side until the degree. That's right, until the degree is officially conferred. And so it starts on the right, and then upon my cue, I'll give you a run-up, 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn the tassels, okay? At which point you will officially become masters of social science. Okay, graduates. 1, 2, 3, turn. Yay! Congratulations to the Masters of Social Science class of 2022. Very good. You may be seated, graduates. Okay. Graduates, we are looking forward to celebrating with you all shortly in a reception. I just want to say a few quick words of thanks, and then we will have an opportunity for photos and then, of course, refreshments. But first, I must thank Paul Connor in the back for his, as always, technological wizardry. Yes, Paul. This year, so many of us did not get to know each other except through our little squares, and we never would have had this opportunity to be together without Paul's facilitation, so I'm very grateful. I am grateful to Ali Westrup. Yes, Ali. Ali has joined our team very recently and already is invaluable. We are so grateful to you for bringing your wonderful spirit to our enterprise. So thank you. Of course, I want to thank Tammy, as always, yes, for her incredible dedication to each and every one of us. And then, finally, I know the graduates will join me in thanking all of the family and friends who are here with us today to celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of the class of 2022. I know all of these graduates have benefited from your love and from your support along the way, and we truly, truly thank you for that. So, this concludes our ceremony. I ask you to wait just one moment. Tammy is going to have a few announcements, but please, just one last time, please join me in a round of applause for the MaSS class of 2022. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. I just want to say that we are, the reception is one floor higher. There are some signs that help you climb up to the courtyard that is internal inside the museum. That's where the reception will take place. We ask that you adhere to masks, keeping your masks on as you collect food and drinks, which are indoors, but then you can remove your masks, of course, in the courtyard when you eat. And prior to that, if you want to take photos, you're welcome to take some photos again outside. But please join us in the reception. So there are opportunities to take photos upstairs, and Paul will also take some photos, some candid photos. So we'll see you there. And until then, congratulations and have fun.